Well, I guess it was bound to happen sometime. I hate to say it, but nothing lasts forever. Yes guys, that's right, I'm talking about the end of Jurassic Park Builder, which had recently been shut down by Ludia on March 30th. If you guys aren't familiar with Jurassic Park Builder, it was a park building simulator that was released in 2012, in which you got to build your very own Jurassic Park in a mobilized game. You would progress through the levels by completing missions given to you by the original characters, unlock dinosaurs, buildings, and decorations, which you would obviously use to spruce up your park. You would level up your dinosaurs and use them to progress through a battle tournament where you would win even more resources to help you progress through your park. It was definitely a fun game that I fondly remember, as I'm sure many of you do as well. And yeah, park builders are nothing original, as there were plenty of these simulators even before the release of Jurassic Park Builder, but this app was pretty unique in a few different ways. First off, its score. Let me just say that one of the most reminiscent things about this game was the amazing soundtrack it had. For me, it gives off a wave of nostalgia every time I hear it nowadays, reminding me of all the times I would enter the game before class in my middle school years to check in on my progress using the school's Wi-Fi, because at the time I didn't have that luxury. And upon entering the game, the first thing you would hear was this. Second off, the game was based on Jurassic Park, a movie that's loved by many. I wasn't surprised to see that Universal wanted to jump on the mobile games hype train, as the rise of mobile games was happening around this time when Jurassic Park Builder was released. It was an easy way to profit off of a dinosaur movie that was slowly losing its touch with the fan base, since it had been about 11 years since the last Jurassic Park movie was released. With the release of this game, it served as a way to give out more Jurassic Park content to the fans, while at the same time making profit for Universal. And third off, it was pretty much the last Jurassic Park game to ever really be released before Jurassic World took over. The game was released back in July of 2012, and as far as I'm concerned, aside from the fan-made Jurassic Park games and the LEGO Jurassic Park games, there weren't really any more Jurassic Park games after that. So the shutdown of this game is yet another representation of the end of the Jurassic Park era of this franchise. While the whole point of this video was supposed to go through what led to the end of Jurassic Park Builder, I wanted to go through its history first as a way to commemorate it for giving us all these years of entertainment. When Ludia first announced their partnership with Universal in 2011, they were originally going to release a Jurassic Park game for Facebook and iOS titled Jurassic Park: The Social Game, only to be later released as Jurassic Park Builder. The iOS version was released on July 23rd, 2012, and the Android version was released later that year in October. Despite how well it did within the first week of the iOS release, as far as money goes that is, its reviews were a different story. The game was popular and loved by many, but it still had critical reviews, with people pointing out flaws like its long and annoying lag times, weird sound effects, and the fact that you practically needed actual money if you wanted to gain certain things from the game. And let me tell you, as much as I enjoyed this game, I can't really disagree with some of these reviews. Regardless, it was still one of the highest grossing mobile games in 2013, and underwent several updates where the developers fixed certain bug issues and more notably added several new things, including an aquatic and glacier park, with their own set of missions, animals, buildings, and decorations that you could unlock as you progressed through the game. The last update that Jurassic Park Builder had was the addition of the Indominus Rex, which had been released about a year after the release of the 2015 Jurassic World film. And finally, we get to why Jurassic Park Builder was shut down. And really, it's rather simple. The game was just not that popular anymore. The game had been out for quite some time and began losing its touch with the fan base, as less and less people were playing it. Back in April of 2015, Jurassic World the game was released, which was basically the Jurassic World counterpart to Jurassic Park Builder. Jurassic World the game was also a park builder simulator, but it offered several updated features, as well as some new features, for fans to play around with. This was also around the time when the Jurassic World movie was being promoted, and would release later that year in June. The hype for the 2015 Jurassic World movie pretty much overtook any Jurassic Park titled content Jurassic Park Builder Builder included, and it was no doubt that this marked the beginning of the end for it. As I've said before, the last Builder update would be released the following year in 2016, which was again the Indominus Rex one. From then to now, there hasn't really been any real updates to the game, which started to make fans believe that Ludia was abandoning Jurassic Park Builder, and they weren't too far off. Eventually in 2018, Ludia released another Jurassic World game to coincide with the newest release of the Jurassic Park franchise, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This game is called Jurassic World Alive, a Pokemon Go styled game where it's basically like Pokemon Go but replace all Pokemons with dinosaurs, just in case you weren't familiar with it. With the release of this new Jurassic World game, Jurassic Park Builder became even less popular. I'm assuming at this point Jurassic Park Builder was costing more money for Ludia to license from Universal than it was bringing in. And due to their involvement with their other more popular Jurassic games, they were too preoccupied to add anything new to Jurassic Park Builder. And even if they did have the time, let's be realistic. What else could they possibly do for the game? Maybe add more dinosaurs or hybrids that were a part of this more recent trilogy? That would just defeat the purpose of this being a Jurassic Park game. So all things considered, I guess it made more financial sense to axe Jurassic Park Builder than to keep 3 licensed games, with one not performing nearly as good as the others, especially on top of the other games Ludia has to operate that are a part of other partnerships. As sad as this is, I'm glad I was able to at least experience a Jurassic Park game within my time, as all other Jurassic Park games were pretty much released before I was born, with only a couple that were released more recently, and Jurassic Park Builder was one of those. And I have many fond memories of playing this game, showing off my park, introducing the game to my friends, desperately trying to find a place that had Wi-Fi during the summer when I wasn't in school, and most importantly, that music. I'll never forget that music. That was one of the many things that got me hooked onto this game. And well, I guess this is the end. Thank you, Ludia, for giving us a memorable Jurassic Park game. One that, like the dinosaurs, is gone but not forgotten. Goodbye, Jurassic Park Builder.